Hello YouTube, this is Tristan Creed. This is a Monday Night Raw recap. Let's get it on. So, Monday Night Raw this week would open with CM Punk, and he'd start hinting at talking about WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble, which I believe he's going to declare for eventually, probably really soon. He'd be interrupted by Seth Rollins. Now, Seth Rollins has problems with CM Punk. Seth Rollins doesn't like CM Punk, and rightfully so. But so they would kill it on the stick. And then Seth would try to attack Punk, and they would be broken up by Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. Now, Jey Uso would take CM Punk out of the ring and backstage. Afterwards, Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins would kill it on the mic. Back-to-back amazing promos. This is some of the best promo work that I've seen in my time watching the WWE. And it's so good because it was so natural coming from Sami Zayn, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. It felt right. It seemed natural. Seemed like something that they would actually say. It had so much emotion, too. And that's what makes a good promo. Emotion and it sounding natural. So, getting to the point, this would lead to Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins in our main event, which we're going to get to at the end of the video. Backstage, we'd see Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, and it seems they're having a little bit of issues, specifically Finn Balor. You see, to me, it appears Finn Balor not only is trying to become the leader of the Judgment Day, but he's being selfish. So he wants Gunther's title, the World Heavyweight title. So what I think is going to happen with Finn Balor and the Judgment Day is Finn is going to start trying to use his fellow Judgment Day members to get him his title. That's why he's always talking about succeeding, winning. And why I say that is because he's always like, well, you need to succeed in this, you need to do this. I have yet to hear him say, I need to do this. There's that as well. So that's a good prediction from me. Finn Balor will try to take the lead, use his fellow Judgment Day members to win him a World Heavyweight title. First match we saw this night was Damage Control versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I don't remember anything from this match. I watched it back and I don't really have anything to point out. I will point out though, well, I have one thing to point out, I should say. This deadlift Tahana bomb that Raquel Rodriguez did was one of the best things I've seen her do since she returned. That's just being honest. She had a few good moments at War Games, but her best move as of yet was definitely this. Anyway, but also after this match, Liv and Raquel would attack Io and Kairi, and Mommy would come out to make the save. So she would, but then Raquel would throw her eye first into the announce table. Now remember, Rhea Ripley has a fractured eye socket. I don't know why she wasn't wearing her mask. She just didn't have time. I guess it does make sense because she would have just been backstage and saw what was happening, so she came out to help. Makes enough sense to me. So this Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley feud has been going for a while now. I still think it's intriguing, but the only way it can end is Rhea getting a title match. She doesn't have to win back her title, even though I really want her to. The only way this is ending is Rhea versus Liv again. It might have to happen at Royal Rumble. Maybe Mania. Maybe. If they can make it really interesting and really build up this feud, it can be Mania. But I'm thinking Rumble. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan at the Royal Rumble. That's going to be a prediction. I'm going to see if that happens. That's pretty far out again. So, hopefully Rhea's not injured again. That would be bad. She just got back, even though with the mask. Let's hope her eye socket fracture didn't get any worse. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Mommy. Moving backstage again, we'd see the Judgment Day members. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio again confronting Gunther. Now, Finn Balor, like I said earlier, wants his title match. Now, he wouldn't receive his title match, but Gunther would give Dominic Mysterio a singles match against him tonight. That's coming up shortly. We'd then see the first match in the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. So this was a triple threat featuring Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, and Katana Chance. This match was okay. I didn't really have anyone I didn't want to win. I was kind of pulling for Shayna Baszler, but our winner was Dakota Kai. I don't think she's going to go all the way. I'm going to go with Lyra Valkyria going to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. That's my pick. Either her or Natalya. I think this is going to be a pretty interesting one. I'm not as excited for this one as I am for the US one on SmackDown. Then came the part of the show that I was most excited for. The New Day's 10-year anniversary. Now, everyone knew, there was going to be some drama here because of the recent tension between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. So there was, but they were all really calm about it. And we had a video package, some of the New Day's biggest moments and stuff. There was some merchandise, title belts, the big Bootios cereal box that they had at WrestleMania that one year. And what it looked like was going to happen was they were just going to silently and calmly split up the New Day. And I was really sad. But then Big E came, and Big E was going to fix everything. And he was going to get everyone back together. It was going to be a perfect, happy ending. But no, I was so wrong. I don't know how to say this, but it would appear that Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have turned on Big E because Big E was gone and he left them, according to them. I mean, they're right, but oh my gosh, I wasn't ready for that. I thought they were all going to be happy. So they turn their backs on Big E. Big E leaves after being insulted by his former friends. So this leaves Kofi and Woods in the ring alone. And Woods says, "It's just you and me," to Kofi. So what is going to happen here? They shake hands. So what's going on? They now think it's just them. They've been left by Big E, who they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for Big E to get back so that they can go back to being the New Day. But Big E's not coming back, or so they say. So it's just them against the world now, and they need to stick together. So Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are staying strong against everything that's going against them, including Big E right now. And that's why they're turning heel. Because everything that they've been waiting for, everything they trusted in Big E and anything else has all blown up in their faces. They don't have anything to look forward to coming to them. It's just Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. So expect dominance, expect destruction, expect chaos from... Are they still going to go as the New Day? That's a good question. They might change their name. I mean, it's not Big E anymore, and it's not the New Day without Big E. Plus, they're probably going to be taking these a little more seriously now. It would not surprise me if they changed their team name and their theme song. But I do see possibly a tag title match, possibly a tag title win in their future. And that's a WrestleMania level event. That is. Trust me on that. Also expect Big E to make a few more appearances, maybe. Maybe a new third member for the New Day, too. I would say Odyssey Jones, but that ain't gonna happen. Who would be the New Day's new third member? Let me think. I got it. Now, for some build-up, I'm gonna pause. So, picture this. Big E has assembled a team of 3 men. Big E's going to be their manager, and they're going to take out the New Day at WrestleMania. Got it? The New Day, that being Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, only have those 2. They don't have a third member. So it's these 3 guys who I'm not going to pick people. That's kind of complicated. Against Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, they need a third man. And that third man is Ridge Holland. None other than the man who injured Big E accidentally, breaking his neck, and took Big E out of his career. Could you imagine that? Ridge Holland is the guy. And that is your match at WrestleMania. Okay, calming down from that, we had a match between Dominic Mysterio and Gunther. Now, this was a match that Gunther gave Dominic Mysterio after Finn Balor confronted Gunther. So, Dom would get really close here, actually. He'd hit the whole low blow, 619, frog splash. Gunther would kick out. And I actually kind of started rooting for Dom here. Could you imagine if Dominic Mysterio took out Gunther and Finn Balor was left without a world title match? It would destroy the Judgment Day. But Dom would almost win. He would take a powerbomb and lose. And then Finn Balor would attack Gunther, telling Dominic Mysterio that this is how it's done. So we will be getting Finn Balor versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at Saturday night's main event. It's going to be a good match. Finn Balor's not winning. It's going to be Gunther all the way. Gunther would probably win anyway. Actually, with Finn Balor getting help from the Judgment Day, it would be a little harder. So it'll be close. But Damian Priest is not going to let Finn Balor beat Gunther. Damian Priest is not going to let that slide. So Damian Priest is most likely going to screw Finn Balor. We're probably going to get Finn Balor versus Damian Priest again at some point. It's going to be some good revenge for Damian Priest on Finn Balor. So our main event starts. It's Sami Zayn versus Seth freaking Rollins. There wasn't much going on in this one. I think our main feature was really the New Days thing and the promo work at the start of the show. That was still some of the greatest promo work that I've seen live. I'm not saying it's the greatest promo ever, but some of the best stuff that I personally have seen live. Getting past that. The match was okay. Both men were clearly very upset. Seth Rollins because of CM Punk and Sami stopping him from getting Punk, and Sami Zayn because he thinks Seth Rollins attacked Jey Uso. So, partway into this match, towards the end, Sami Zayn would pick up a chair because he's really mad at Seth Rollins because he knows Seth Rollins took out Jey Uso. Because who else would it be? Now, part of me was thinking that it was actually CM Punk that attacked Jey Uso. I'm not sure why I thought that. It was just a thought that I had. So, what would end up happening is Sami would realize what he's doing probably isn't right. He puts the chair on the outside of the ring, and he gets rolled up by Seth freaking Rollins and takes the loss. Now, Seth would tell him that he needs to start using his head, and Seth would split. This would leave Sami in the ring trying to recover and trying to get over what just happened. Win. He would get claymored by a returning Drew McIntyre. I'm so glad Drew's back. He's one of my favorites. And him being all heel now is even better. Heel Drew McIntyre is so good because he's just so strong that he can really do whatever he wants with people and pretty much get away with it. So what I'm seeing here is a multi-wrestler rivalry, not just two, maybe 3 or 4. Because Seth's involved in this, Sami is involved in this, Drew's involved in this, and Punk is involved in this. Kind of Jey Uso, but I don't think we're going to see Jey Uso for a bit because he did get attacked backstage. So, here we go. I'm going to predict we're going to get Sami Zayn and CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Maybe at the Rumble, maybe at Saturday night's main event. That's going to be a match. Sami Zayn, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. 2-on-2 in a tag match. And I think it'll be a pretty good one. So that will wrap up this episode of my recap video. I had a lot of fun with this one. This is one of the best Monday Night Raws of the year. Maybe the best Monday Night Raw of the year. I'm having a bit of recency bias, most likely. But this was a very, very good Monday Night Raw. I can't wait to see how these rivalries and all this stuff that happened continue in the next week. I'll see you in my Friday Night SmackDown video. Thank you for watching.